Hi, it's Valerie from Flat to Fabulous, and I just want to address the subject of money. You could be feeling the purse strings are a little bit tight after Christmas, and that's completely normal for a lot of people. A lot of people make New Year's resolutions as well surrounding money and how they're going to deal with it or not not do things with it. And I just want to show you some books which I have found useful. I'm not an affiliate for them. I don't get any. I'm not promoting them. I'm not sponsored. Um, but this first one, Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, it's kind of like a textbook for the layperson. In that this person, Napoleon Hill, he interviewed lots of millionaires and researched over 25 years to sort of all find people's thoughts and beliefs about money and what worked for them and so on. So it's kind of a big read, but it's if you're thinking seriously about learning a little bit about money, then it's a very very good one. Now these next two, the Latte Factor and Rich Dad Poor Dad, there, if you're not very familiar with certain aspects of money, so they take you through compound interest. This one in a slightly more story way, in that the author's father taught him a lesson, or a father figure, if you like, taught him a lesson about what do rich people do, what do poor people do, and so on. The latte factor is about taking something that's worth a cup of coffee, and then what can you do with that? So they're both really quite valuable, very easy reading, even though this one looks a little bit thick. It's well worth it. And these two books are very good. Alan Carr, sorry, this one, this hand. Alan Carr, they're like the flying one. I bought this on the strength of Alan Carr's flying one, which was so successful for me. Again, there's a lot of background information if you're not very financially aware of what all the terms mean and so on. And this one, Laura Fortgang's Prosperity Plan, both of these have action steps in them, and I like these kinds of books. Now, it may seem that I'm completely obsessed by money or completely obsessed by debt or having the lack of it. And it's a kind of like, I guess some people collect diet books, and there's nothing wrong in having heaps of books, because it's not like I think this was the first one I bought. It was not like I picked up this one and thought, oh, that doesn't work. Let's just toss that on the pile. It wasn't that. I mean, I got a lot of useful information out of that one, and then I would pick something that's useful out of that. And it's just like anything. Whenever you're working on something, you research, you do a lot of background reading, hunting on the internet, whatever, and you get your information from a variety of sources. And just because one book hasn't completely worked for you, or one website or one process, it doesn't mean that it's completely useful. You'll find golden nuggets in whatever you read. It's just actually taking the action. So now that I've read up on all of this stuff, I'm going to make my plan for 2020. And whatever you do, whatever your goal is, then do it. Address it. Don't be frightened. The main fact is, if you realize that you need to do something, or you want to do something about it. More importantly, need is kind of a, oh, I need to do this, I should do this, but I'm not. It's no, it's like you want to actually take charge of something. So just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do it. Make 2020